Hello, my people. I'm back with another episode, and I bring to y'all pen and paper football. And I know I had a league that I already that I started from the called Texas Football League Season One, and I already was going into, I guess it was my fifth week, and I totally I don't know what happened to that paper. I unfortunately lost it, and I couldn't find it. I guess one of my relatives, she was cleaning up the house, and she probably accidentally threw it away. So, oh well, I'm not mad or nothing. I just go ahead and just start another season, a new one. So, I already went. I played week one last night. I wanted to record it, but I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and just play it and get the feeling. Kind of, you know, uh, try to build like a little groove, like a little rhythm, get my energy back so I can get back on this pen and paper football. This is really one of the I really enjoy playing this game and watching Jason Graham's one of his videos and how he's been posting a lot of videos of this right here, and I guess I think he's playing the if I'm not mistaken, the Canadian League. And I really enjoy watching his pen and paper football videos. They're really super fun. You got to go and check out his channel at Candlelight Games, his YouTube channel. So, before I go any further and start playing this game, I want to give a quick shout out, to my friend Don and Cards and Dice over there. I mean, he really was really supporting, and he was sharing my Five Dice baseball, and I really appreciate that, Don. I know you never fail. You're always there. Sharing a lot of our stuff, and I know you made a PDF file and everything. You made it real professional, and I watched last night. I mean, I don't you're not gonna believe it, but I was clicking on that video for like 5 times. I watched the video, and you had about an hour or so. And that was a great game right there. I think it was the Padres going against the Tigers, and it was I guess the World Series, right? I don't know what it was, what kind of playoff game it was, but it was game one. And man, I just hope that you continue making videos of those, Don, because I know it's going to be a lot of people that might they still haven't heard about the game or know about it. But if you continue posting videos, and I'm not saying do it frequently, because I know you gotta get to football, you got to get to other stuff. You just can't focus in baseball. But whenever you have a chance, try to post as many videos as you can, so we can have the viewers watching and they can try it too. I really want to share that Five Dice baseball game to everybody. You have to play it. Go watch. Don. Cards and Dice with Don. Check out his YouTube. Go subscribe to him because he has a lot of great content, not just baseball, but also football. I guess he has the boxing, with the poker cards, and and he also has racing, all that good stuff. Go check out his channel because he has a lot of amazing content right there. You're really gonna have a lot of fun watching his videos. So yeah, once again, thank you so much, Don. I appreciate what you did for me. And that Five Dice baseball, we have to expand that game because I hope Jason Graham gets to watch that game. Either he comes to my channel, and he could also go to your channel, Don, and he can go check out your Five Dice baseball videos there because I know he's gonna really like it. He's gonna enjoy it, and for everybody too that loves to play baseball. Once again, we're gonna go ahead and before I go into week two, I'm gonna give you the scoring highlights. We have the South Postal Punishers visiting the Anderson Road Russian Bulls, and the Punishers beat them out 27-10. The Punishers went to 1-0. Russian Bulls dropped to 0-1. The Buffalo Speedway Rams. This was a lower scoring game. They beat the Alameda Eagles by just 3, 10-7. The Rams went to 1-0. The Eagles dropped to 0-1. the West Fuquay Razor Wings, they got shut out by the Genoa Wild Ducks by 20. 20 to nothing. So the Wild Ducks, they went to 1-0, and the Razor Wings, they dropped to 0-1. The Del Papa Devil Dogs, this was a really close game right here. As the Connerville Road Airhawks at home, they beat the Dogs by 6, 27 to 21. The Airhawks went to 1-0. The Devil Dogs dropped to 0-1 in their opening season debut. So here, the last game, the Harm Clark Athletes, they got blown out. They got demolished by the Waterloo Blue Sharks. The Blue Sharks won over there in their home, 27 to 3, as the Blue Sharks start the season real good, 1-0, and the Harm Clark Athletes the 0-1. Let's go ahead, ladies and gentlemen, and get week 2 started. As the Connerville Road Airhawks, they're undefeated. They're gonna visit also the undefeated Buffalo Speedway Rams. So they're both undefeated, 1-0. The other game, the Anderson Road Russian Bulls, they're 0-1, and the Devil Dogs as well. They're both winless, 0-1. The Devil Dogs are going to play at home against the Russian Bulls. The other game, the Alameda Eagles are visiting the Saposto Punishers. The Eagles here, they're 0-1, and the Saposto Punishers are 1-0. The other game, the Genoa Wild Ducks, this is a rematch, as the Wild Ducks, they're now they're going to visit the West Fuquay Razor Wings, as the Razor Wings got shut out in that game against the Wild Ducks by 20, and the Wild Ducks are 1-0. The Wild Ducks, the Razor Wings are 0-1, and the Ducks are 1-0. And the last final late game is the Waterloo Blue Sharks, and this will be a rematch where the Blue Sharks blew out the Athletes by 24. So the Blue Sharks are 1-0, and the Athletes are 0-1. So let's go ahead and start this game, ladies and gentlemen. And before anything, you already know how this works. Jason Graham has his scoring highlight play action cards here. So I've been adding more cards to it, because I had like a little small deck like this, like a little small pile of cards. So I thought it was not enough. So I went ahead and added about 8 more or something like that. And trust me, this pile right here is getting thicker. Look at this. Yep, it's getting thicker. I cannot wait till it be a little bit higher, and that's where it's going to really... I mean, right now it's good. That's good enough. That's enough cards right there for me to play pen and paper football or any other type of football. Other type of football. I would say, how do you say, another football league. Okay, so let's go ahead. Start this game now. The Connerville Road Airhawks visiting the Buffalo Speedway Rams. Here comes the Connerville Road Airhawks, and of course I'm going to use the scoring chart here, the D20 football chart. I'll be posting a link, in the PDF file in the Google Drive. So just go into the description box, and you'll download it for free. So there you go. Here comes the Connerville Road Airhawks. They're going to call for tails. See who's going to go and get the ball first. And no, that's going to be head. So the Rams are going to get the ball first. All right. Oh, and let me look in. I'm going to show you their respective cards here. Yes, I forgot to do that. So here we go. The Buffalo Speedway Rams. And as I told you, I was going to write them down on that 5x8 index cards. These are huge cards. And I told you, you could fit a complete football team in here. It has here everything. Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you how this team's looking. The Buffalo Speedway Rams, their offense and defense is CNC, but of course, we're not going to use those ratings for pen and paper football. This for a different league, like a drive time football, scoring charts, and so on, or one of Jason Graham's Big Country Time sports charts. They run a West Coast offense, 3-4 base defense. Shepard Teddy is their head coach. Quarterback Mark Montana, the running back Bernard Wayne, receivers Martin Jefferson, Devontae Rice Jr., Jacob Loggs, and their tight end Derek Moon. So it's a pretty good, decent offensive team right here. And they're going against the Connerville Road Airhawks. And the Connerville Road Airhawks, their offense is terrible, F, and their defense is C. But look at their pen and paper football modifier ratings. They're a +2 and a -2 on defense. So they're going to be really unstoppable here in this pen and paper football league. Their head coach is Vincent Hall. They are a run and shoot offensive team, 46 Bear defense. Quarterback Kobe Murray Jr., running back Abraham Coles, receivers DeAndre Adams, Joe Flowers, Aaron Smarts, and Christian Strawberry. The receivers, no tight ends or fullbacks in that scenario. So let's go ahead, ladies and gentlemen, and start this game right here. As the Buffalo Speedway Rams are going to go first. So the Rams are going to be this green dye, and the Connerville Road Airhawks will be the orange with a little green right there. All right, so here we go. And here on the die, 1, 2, and 3 is for the offense, and 4, 5, 6 is for the defense. All right, for the modifiers. The Buffalo Speedway Rams, despite they don't have a modifier, the Connerville Road Airhawks do. So they better not roll a 4, 5, or 6 because they're going to be subtracted -2. Here we go. The Buffalo Speedway Rams. What's going to happen? Both of these teams are undefeated, 1-0. This is going to be a 6, no modifier, so that's going to be no points for the Buffalo Speedway Rams. Okay, why was there no points? Let's see. This was on offense. Okay, this was on offense. A field goal miss. Okay, so they missed a field goal. All right, now we're going to the Connerville Road Airhawks. How many points are going to put up in the first quarter? Let's see. Here comes the Airhawks. They want to remain undefeated, but of course, still early to talk. We're in the beginning, in the first quarter of the game. Here we go. The Airhawks, let it go. That will be a 9. No modifier defense by the Rams. So 9 will be no points. Wow, look at this. So this was on defense. So let's see, why was there no points? A punt for 49. Okay. So after 1 is all scoreless. 0-0. Here comes the Buffalo Speedway Rams as the head coach, Shepard Teddy, is talking to his quarterback, Mark Montana, and letting them know, telling them, come on, guys. You got to get out there. We got to score some points. All right, we're going against a real tough team like the Airhawks. They have some great defense. Let's see if Mark Montana got those motivating words to get through his great talent. Here we go. Here comes the Buffalo Speedway Rams. That's an 18, and that's an offense. 18. That will be 14 points by the Buffalo Speedway Rams, and now they're up 14-0, of course. And let's see those 2 touchdowns, how they were. So it was a run for 24 and a kickoff return. So, all right, so right here, okay, just bear with me. I got to go get my pencil because I don't want to write it down with a pen because then I'm not going to be able to erase it or anything. I have a whiteout, but I don't want to make all that mess. Okay, so we have right here, I'm going to just write it lightly. I'm going to put TD run and a kickoff return for a touchdown. So I do that because as you see right here, I don't know if you can see it, on the side, I have all my scoring highlights. So I put, what type of touchdowns they were, passing, running, or, rushes, or if they were for kickoff or punt return, and then I put the turnovers too. That's just to kind of keep stats there, kind of. All right, so there you go. The Buffalo Speedway Rams, ladies and gentlemen, they're up by 14 on the Connerville Road Airhawks. Here we go. Here comes the Connerville Road Airhawks. What are they going to do? Their quarterback, Kobe Murray Jr. They're on a run and shoot offense formation. Let's see. What are they going to do? Shotgun or I-set? Let's see what they have. Vincent Hall. He's like trying to, give them inspirational words. Telling them, come on, guys. You got to start scoring. They have the modifiers. Here we go. The Connerville Road Airhawks, they let it go. That's going to be a 5, but no defense on the Rams. 12. 12 will be a field goal only. Oh, my God. Okay. Anyways. So what was that field goal for? That was a field goal for 45 yards. And that was their place kicker, Ramiro Guerrero. All right. Now we're going into the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Into the third quarter for the second kickoff. That's going to be returned by the Airhawks as the Rams defer to receive. Here we go. They lost the coin toss, and the Rams defer to go ahead and receive the first half kickoff. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and give them a little shuffle here. All right. There you go. My scoring highlight play action cards there. Now, the ball will be received by the Airhawks. Here comes the Airhawks. They have a modifier, a +2. They have to use it, but they have to roll 1, 2, 3 on the D6 right here in order for them to get help, for them to, have high scoring possibility chances. Here we go. Here comes the Carnival Road Airhawks. What are they going to do? They let it go. That will be a 2, and then +2 more. That's 4. That's going to be nothing. And the Carnival Road Airhawks, they're struggling right now, ladies and gentlemen. And this was on offense. I'm pretty sure that was a missed field goal. Yep, a miss from 49 yards. All right, so here comes the Buffalo Speedway Rams. What are they going to do here in the third quarter? They want to add more points to their 14. It's 14-3 Rams, so they want to maintain that undefeated record, go to 2-0. Here we go. Here comes the Rams. The Rams, yep, they're going to get, oh no, a 16. A 16, that's the same thing, but it's on defense, a modifier for the Airhawks. -2 to a 14 still. That's going to be a touchdown. 7 points here for the Rams, and they go up now 21-3. Let's see the touchdown. It's a pass for 36 yards. So I'll put right here a pass, a TD pass. Okay. All right, so we have a touchdown pass, a rushing touchdown, and a kickoff return for a touchdown. Okay, good job by the Rams. Special teams, everybody's getting it done. Here comes the Airhawks. As the Airhawks have a last opportunity. They're down by 18, so they're going to have to, not even a 19 will save them. They'd still be down by 1. They'll lose the game by 1, but they need to hit a 20. They don't have another choice. Let's see. Let's see if the Airhawks can do it. Here comes quarterback Kobe Murray Jr. He's out there in the football field. Let's see what he can do. Here comes the Carnival Road Airhawks. That's a 16. Let me see. 16, and that's on offense, +2. That's an 18. 18 will be 14 points, and they're going to come up short, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. They came up short. Let's see those 2 touchdowns. A run for 22 and a run for 23. So there you go. That's going to give them 17 points. And they had, how many? 2 rushing touchdowns. I'm going to just put here. TD run. And a 2. There was 2 rushing touchdowns. Okay. All right. Now we're playing to the final quarter right here. And it doesn't matter because the Rams are going to win. Are they going to win? Yeah, they're going to win this game. 21-17 for the moment. What are they going to do? How many more points are going to add in the last final fourth quarter? Let's see. They let it go, and that will be a 5. Absolutely nothing. But it doesn't matter because they're going to win this one by 4. 21-17. So it was a TD pass and then a TD run and then a kickoff for a return for a touchdown. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The Buffalo Speedway Rams, they're gonna remain undefeated. They will go to 2-0, while the Airhawks are gonna now drop to 500, 1-1. Okay, good game right there. So the Rams did a great job, putting up 14 in the second quarter and 7 in the third. All right, now we're going to the next game. All right, so this game's already over with. And the next game will be the Anderson Road Russian Bulls visiting the Del Papa Devil Dogs. So in this game right here, we have the Russian Bulls. They're 0-1, and the Devil Dogs are as well 0-1. They're winless. So one of these teams, they're gonna try to get their first win of the season. Now my house rules. I don't know if Jason Graham or Pen and Paper Football has it the way I'm going to explain to y'all. That in this game, in my game, my universe, if this team stay in a tie in regulation, then I'm not going to play overtime, and I'll assume that they played overtime and they couldn't, break the tie, so it will stay a tie, and I'll just put here in their record. Okay, so I just want to get that explained and out of the way. So here we go. The Anderson Road Russian Bulls, they're coming here to visit the Del Papa Devil Dogs. They're both are 0-1. They're looking for their first win of the season. Del Papa Devil Dogs will be here, and the Russian Bulls will be with the green die. Here comes the Russian Bulls. They call for heads, and heads will be, so the Anderson Road Russian Bulls will get the ball first. Okay. Here comes the Anderson Road Russian Bulls. Their offense and defense both are C's. Modifiers, nothing on offense, but they're a -1 on defense. Their head coach is Dick Mayweather. Wildcat offense they run in a nickel 3-3-5 defense. Quarterback Victor Queen. Running backs is Walter Brown, Joe Rush. Receivers Mario Dickerson, Brandon Jones, and their tight end Greg Newton. For the Del Papa Devil Dogs, their offense is a D, defense is a C. No modifiers at all, 0-0. Their head coach is Kurt Davis. They run on a balanced offense, nickel 4-2-5 defense. Their quarterback is Freddie Anderson. Running back is Jimmy Crawford. Their receivers is Reggie Manning, Andrew Ferguson, and their two tight ends is Cedric Lamar and Randy Michigan. So here we go. Here comes the Anderson Road Russian Bulls. They don't have an offensive modifier rating, so let's see what they can do here. Here it comes. The Russian Bulls will get a 13, and I think that's going to be a field goal. Yes, it will be. So as long as they can score, that's no problem. What was that field goal for? Field goal for 36 yards, so they hit it from the 19. Good job. They are the first ones to go on board. Here comes the Del Papa Devil Dogs. How many points they're going to rack up here in the first quarter? They're trying to look for their first win of the season. Both of them. Here we go. The Devil Dogs let it go. That's going to be a 7, so that's on defense. -1-6, doesn't matter. 0 points in that first quarter for the Devil Dogs. This was on defense, so why was there no... Oh my God, a fumble recovery returned by the defense for a touchdown. Okay. So I'm just going to put here a fumble. Let they fumble. I keep up, I track, the turnovers and everything, I just explained it earlier in the video. All right. Oh my God, I put it in the wrong one. Come on, guys. I'm sorry about that, guys. I mean, I'm just, got a little bit off guard right there. Okay, fumble for the Devil Dogs, their turnover. Here comes the Anderson Road Russian Bulls. So what I would do, since this was a defensive touchdown, if they score here, some touchdowns here in the scoring chart, then I will count that, as the defensive touchdown. Here we go. What are they going to do? The Anderson Road Russian Bulls. And this will be an 8, and that's on defense, so that's no points at all for the Russian Bulls. And why was there no points? Oh my God, an interception right there. But that was on the defense. Yes, that was an interception. And I was just going to put here INT. So they throw an interception there. Oh my God, unbelievable. All right, so here we go. Here comes the Del Papa Devil Dogs. Their quarterback, Freddie Anderson, and their halfback, Jimmy Crawford. Let's see what they have in store. They need to come up with some points right here. Here we go. Del Papa Devil Dogs. What are they going to do in the second quarter? Here we go. They let it go. And that's going to be a 4, and -1 will be a 3. Oh, my God. No points at all. All right. And why was there no points if this was on the defense? A fumble recovery, a return for 26. So that's already the second fumble of the Devil Dogs. And we are already at halftime. Okay. So here we go. The Del Papa Devil Dogs, they're down by a field goal. It's a low scoring game, 3-0. So the Devil Dogs receive the second half kickoff. What are they going to do here? Here he comes. Let it go, and that will be a 12. Offense, no modifier. 12, and that will be a field goal. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And they tie the game at 3-3. All right, here comes the Anderson Road Russian Bulls. How many are they going to put up in the third quarter? Let's see. Here comes the Russian Bulls. They let it go, and that will be a 14, ladies and gentlemen. A 14, and that will be a touchdown. There you go. And the Russian Bulls They're up now on the Devil Dogs 10-3. How was the touchdown? A pass for 2 yards. Okay. So I'll put here TD pass. A passing touchdown. Good job by the Bulls. By Victor Queen. Here comes the Devil Dogs. They have one more opportunity. So let's see how many points they can rack up. They're down by 7. So they need to just score, hit a 14, 15, or a 16. A 17 will give them the lead. Here we go. Here comes the Del Papa Devil Dogs. They let it go, and that will be an 8. Absolutely nothing. And they're going to wind up losing this game. All right. And why was there? That was an offense. I'm pretty sure they missed a field goal. Yep, missed from 48. It doesn't matter. The game is over for them. So I'm just going to put here fumble, and they fumbled twice. Okay, that was the scoring highlights right there. Well, the highlights, the ones that count. To kind of see the details and what happened. It was a defensive play or offensive play, who knows. So here comes the Anderson Road Russian Bowl. It's pretty much over with, but they see how many more points they can rack up here in the fourth quarter. Here comes the Anderson Road Russian Bulls. They let it go. That will be an 18. 18, that will be 14 points for the Russian Bulls. Oh my God, look at this. And that's going to be 24 for the Russian Bulls. And they beat and they blow out the Devil Dogs over there and as the visitors, 24-3. All right, so let's see what was the touchdown. So it was a run for 12 and a punt return for a touchdown. So that was their return man, Dante Woodson. All right, so they had what was it? So it was a run, then a punt return. So we'll put here, let's see, TD pass, and then TD run, and then it was he threw an interception, and then it was a punt return for a touchdown. Okay, so that's 1, 2, and then 3. Yep. That's good. So the Russian Bulls are going to be the ones that are going to get their first win of the season, ladies and gentlemen. They go to 1-1, and the Devil Dogs, they remain winless, 0-2. All right, so that's it for game 2. Now we're going to the third game. The Alameda Eagles visiting the South Stoke Punishers. All right, and here we go. So the Alameda Eagles, they came from losing to the Rams by 3, 10-7. So they're 0-1, and the Salvador Punishers came from blowing out the Russian Bulls by 17, 27-10. So the Punishers are 1-0, looking to stay undefeated to get their second straight win in a row. And let's see. Here, the Alameda Eagles, in offense, they're terrible. They're an F, but their defense is phenomenal. It's a B. On pen and paper football, they're a +1 and a 0. On defense, they're a run and shoot offense, nickel 4-2-5 defense. Their head coach is Ivan Martinez, quarterback Vince United, running back Andre Omar, receivers Siki Valdez, Christian Barrios, Guile Candy, and Happy Norris, the receivers. No tight end, no fullbacks. Now, here in the South Stoke Punishers, their offense is really good, B, and their defense is average, a C. No modifiers on pen and paper football league. Now they're a balanced offense, 4-3 base defense. Their head coach is Nico Sabala. Their quarterback is Matt Wilson. Running back is Richie Williams. Receivers is Andre Wallace, Derek Johnson, and their 2 tight ends is Bernard Milton and Brandon Spencer. So let's get this game started. Here comes the visitors, Alameda Eagles. They're trying to look for their first win of the season, and the Punishers are trying to remain undefeated. The Eagles call for tails, and they will be tails, so the Eagles will receive first. So here we go. The Alameda Eagles, they have a +1, so that will kind of help them out a little bit. Oh my God, let me see. Let me shuffle my action cards here. I forgot. I'm sorry about that. I need to shuffle them real good so I can get some good scoring results, you know. Here we go. Okay, that's done. Here we go. The Alameda Eagles, what are they going to do here in the first quarter? They let it go, and that will be a 5. Oh, my God. No points at all for the Eagles. Why was there no points? And this was on defense. That was an interception. Wow, they throw an interception. So I'll just put here an INT. Okay. Here comes the South Coastal Punishers. What are they going to do here? They have no modifiers. Let's see. South Coastal Punishers with their quarterback Matt Wilson and their halfback Richie Williams. They have the 2 receivers and the 2 tight ends. Here we go. They let it go, and that will be an 11. Yep, it's an 11 on offense. No modifiers. So 11 will be a field goal. They just got a field goal in. 3-0. How much was the field goal for? I would like to know. A field goal for 41 yards. So they kicked it from the 24. Here comes the Alameda Eagles. What are they going to do here in the second quarter? The quarterback, Vince United, he's talking in the huddle with his teammates, and telling them, come on, guys. We got to, change our game plan. Here we go. The Eagles, what are they going to do here? That's a 3. Oh, my God. Offense +1 is a 4. That's nothing. So they were on offense. So they missed a field goal, I'm pretty sure. Field goal missed from 48 yards. Oh, my God. So their kicker, place kicker, Mickey Day, he's being yelled right now by their head coach, Bon Martinez, letting them know, come on, Mickey, why you missed that field goal? Come on, we don't have no points at all. Come on, let's not mess it up. Let's not ruin it. Here we go. Here comes the South Coastal Punishers. What are they going to do here in the second quarter? Can they add more to that field goal? It's a lower scoring game. Here comes the Punishers, and that will be a 13. No modifier by the defense of the Eagles. So a 13 will be another field goal. And they're up now 6-0. How much was that field goal for? It was a field goal for 38 yards. So they kicked it. Their place kicker is Boy Howard. So he kicked it from the 21 for a 38-yard attempt. So they're up now 6-0 at halftime. And the ball, second half kickoff, will be received by the South Coastal Punishers. Here comes. We're ready to go. To rock and roll. Okay. Here we go. Here comes the South Coastal Punishers to receive the second half kickoff. Here we go. Quarterback Matt Wilson. He already got out of the huddle. He's doing a quarterback audible or something like that. And he's talking to his receivers. He's talking to his halfback, Williams, and his offensive lineman. And letting them know, come on, guys. We're going to do this play and so on. So he's doing play calling. What are they going to do here in the third quarter? They let it go, and that will be a 16. Oh, my God. 16 will be a touchdown. And now the South Coastal Punishers are up. They increased their lead to 13 points. How was that touchdown? Pass for 8 yards. Oh, my God. So Matt Wilson did what he had to do. Let's see, just curiosity. Let me see how much, who he passed this ball to. 11. That was for, oh, my God. Richie Williams hit the halfback. He caught that for a touchdown. Unbelievable. So we're going to put here TD pass. Unbelievable. Now they increased their lead to 13-0 on the Eagles. Here comes the Alameda Eagles. What are they going to do here in the third quarter? They need to start scoring. What are they going to do? Here it comes. Quarterback Vince United talking to his group. Play calling and everything. Here we go. They let it go, and that will be an 11 offense. One more, that's 12. The same thing. That's a field goal only. Oh, my God. How much was that field goal for? 36 yards. So from the 19, they couldn't go any further than that. It looked like they wanted to go for it, but they were scared of turning the ball over on down. So they say, let's settle for a field goal, even though it's not enough, but we have to, play defense, do our best to stop the Southwest Stoke Punishers. So here we go. The Southwest Stoke Punishers. What are they going to do here? They're a balanced offense going against the nickel 4-2-5 defense of the Alameda Eagles. Here we go. Punishers. They let it go, and that will be a 20. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. That's a 20. And the Punishers are just demolishing this team right here. They're destroying them. 21 points, of course. 21, and we're going to see those 3 touchdowns, how they were. All right, the first one, that was a pass for 59 yards. Second one, it was a rushing touchdown for 24. And the third one was a run for 18. So that was 2 TD passes and TD runs. That was 2 of them. Yeah. So 2 rushing touchdowns and 2 touchdown passes for the day for the Southwest Stoke Punishers. All right. And the score right here is 6-13. That's going to be 34 points. Oh, my God. Yeah, right there. Okay. You know what? I messed up again. Oh, my God. What is going on with me? I wrote it at the wrong place. The only thing that's going to stay there, of course, is the INT, because that's what's the interception that quarterback Vince United threw early in the game. So I'm going to put here TD pass. TD pass was 2, and then TD run. TD run was 2. So there you go. 34 points by the Southwest Stoke Punishers. They're going to win this game. They're blowing out this Eagles team. So here we go. Here comes the Alameda Eagles. Doesn't matter. They're just going to see if they can score more points. 6-1, one more 7. That's nothing. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. The Alameda Eagles get blown out by the Southwest Stoke Punishers, 34-3. The Eagles are going to remain winless, 0-2, and the Southwest Stoke Punishers are going to remain undefeated, 2-0. Oh my God, what a game! And the Southwest Stoke Punishers, they are just really already showing signs that they want to win a championship here. And let me tell you, the Southwest Stoke Punishers in 2 games, they have put up already 61 points, and they've only put up 13 against their defense. So good job by the Southwest Stoke Punishers. So the head coach, Nico Sabala, he's super proud of this team, this squad right here, this lineup. He knows he's going to win a lot with this team. So here we go. The next game right here, it will be the Genoa Wild Ducks, the rematch, going against the West Fuquay Razor Wings. The Razor Wings got shut out by the Ducks, and they were visiting them over there, 20-0. So the Razor Wings looking for the first win of the season. The Ducks are looking to stay undefeated, 2-0. So here we go. We're about to start our 4th game. We got 2 more to go. Let's see. We have them here. Yep, we have them here. So here, for the Genoa Wild Ducks, man, their offense and defense, when we get to play this team on another football scoring chart leagues, they're going to be superior. This team might win championships on, not on pen and paper football because they don't have no modifiers. But of course, if I'm able to roll pretty good, lucky and everything, giving them high numbers and everything, well, they can also be good here. Their offense and defense both are Bs, so they're outstanding. No modifiers. West Coast offense, they run a 4-3 base defense. Their head coach is Tracy Evans. Quarterback DeCarpio White. Running back T.M. Thomas. Receivers Jadavian Moss, Chris Wellington, Tony Duncan, and their tight end Austin Morris. For the West Fuquay Razor Wings, they're also phenomenal. This is a team that has high possibilities of winning a championship or meeting there with the Wild Ducks. But there's more teams, that can have possibilities of making it too. Offense is a B, and their defense is just, oh my God, it's just destructible. They're an A, the best defense out of everybody. And they do have +1 on a pen and paper football modifier and 0 on defense. They run a wildcat offense, so they do run a lot. 3-4 base defense. Their head coach is Dion Oakley. Quarterback is Michael Clayton. Running backs Tyrone Curtis, Justin Johnson. Receivers is Russell Porter, Randy Harper, and their tight end Tommy Stewart. So let's go ahead and get this game started, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. The Ducks, they're going to call for tails. Oh my God, what am I doing? Throwing this dice out of the dice tower. Here we go. And they call for tails, right? Nope. And so the Razor Wings will get the ball first. Here we go. The Razor Wings. What are they going to do here in the first quarter? They're trying to, let's see, they're trying to get their revenge, their vengeance. They got shut out badly by the Ducks, 20-0 when they were visiting them. Now they're playing here at home. Here we go. What are the Razor Wings are going to do? That's going to be a 13. No modifier, no defense by the Ducks. 13, that will be a field goal. Yep, 3 points right there. How much was this field goal for? 23 yards. So they just kicked it from the 6. They were trying to go for it. Michael Clinton was telling his head coach, Dion Oakley, let me go for it, head coach. Let me go for it, coach. You know, we got 2 good running backs, Tyrone Curtis and Justin Johnson. I know we could run it in. And the head coach, Dion, said, you know what? I know what I'm doing. Let's not go for it right now. Let's not risk it. Let's go for the 3 points. So here we go. Here comes the Wild Ducks. What are they going to do here in the first quarter? Here we go. They let it go, and that will be a 9 and no modifier. So no points. All right. Why was there no points? That was an offense. So there was a miss by a field goal, I'm pretty sure. Missed from 34 yards. Oh my God, they missed it from the 17. Okay. So here comes the West Fuquay Razor Wings. What are they going to do here in the second quarter? Let's see. Here comes the Razor Wings. They let it go, and that will be a 5. Oh my God. And that's offense. +1 is a 6. Doesn't matter. No points. And it was a miss by a field goal, right? Missed from 46 yards. So this time the place kicker, Jason Wilkins, misses. And now we're going to the Wild Ducks. What are they going to do here before halftime, here in the second quarter? Let's see what they're going to do. The Wild Ducks trying to remain undefeated, 2-0. But they have not put no points yet on the board. Here we go. Here comes the Wild Ducks, and that's going to be a 12. A 12, of course, that will be a field goal. So they tied this game before halftime, 3-3. How much was the field goal for? 30 yards. So they kicked it from the 13. And so, man, this is head coach for the Ducks, Tracy Evans, talking to his group, to his guys, letting them know, come on, guys. We put 20 against this team in week 1. We got to put 20 again or put more. Our defense is playing really good, but we have to step it up. A field goal is not going to be enough. So second half, let's go on and get loose. All right, here we go. The Genoa Wild Ducks, they're going to receive the second half kickoff. It's tied 3-3. What are the Wild Ducks going to do here in the third quarter? Quarterback DeCarpia White, you know, he's talking to all his offensive teammates. He's trying to create the perfect game plan for them to score here in the third quarter. Here we go. They let it go, and that will be a 13. Once again, another field goal. So that's good. That's good that they're scoring field goals and rather than walking empty-handed, not scoring anything. So the field goal was for 57 yards. So their place kicker, Charlie Jackson, he's like, man, we're going to go ahead. Head coach, he's like, Coach, let me go ahead and try this long field goal. I know I can make it. So, you know, Tracy Evans, their head coach, he said, go ahead, try it. We believe in you. Boom, and he made it 57 yards from the 40-yard hash mark. So here we go. Here comes the West Fuquay Razor Wings. What are they going to do here? They do not want to lose their second straight game against the same team that beat them, shut them out in week 1, 20-0. Here we go. Raisin Wings. They have a modifier, +1. They're not using it that much. Here we go. They let it go, and that will be a 4 and a 5. What is going on? And the Raisin Wings walk empty-handed. No points. That was an offense. So it was another, let's see, a miss. Field goal miss from 46, so he missed it from the 29-yard line, and that was their place kicker. Jason Wilkins misses it, or not really a good day for their kicker there for the West Fuquay Raisin Wings. Here comes the Genoa Wild Ducks. What are they going to do here in their final fourth quarter? Can they put up more points? Let's see. Let's see if they have what it takes to go ahead and close this game out with a win and stay undefeated in the season 2-0. Here we go. They let it go, and that will be a 15, ladies and gentlemen. 15. That's gonna be a touchdown. So that's gonna be 13 points. What was the touchdown for? It was a punt return. So their return man, Gabriel Lewis, he returns it, and I'm just gonna put here, kickoff return. Yeah, and that's it for a touchdown, and they have 13 points, but it's not over yet because the Raisin Wings, all they need is to, if they, they don't want to score, they don't want to hit a 17, they'll give them 10 and tie the game. But remember my house rules in my universe, I'm not going to overtime. I'm not assuming, so I'll just assume that they got into a tie. So the Raisin Wings want to avoid a 17. They want to hit an 18 or higher. That will give them the win here, the comeback, the victory, or the miracle. Here we go. Here it comes. The Raisin Wings, they roll a 13. Oh, my God. Oh, wait a minute. 13. That's a field goal, but they roll an offense. So it's a +1. It's a 14. It gives them a touchdown, but still, they come up short. And they're going to lose this one. 13-10. What was the touchdown for? Let's see. A run for 70 yards. So I'll put here TD run. And man, I got to tell you, the Genoa Wild Ducks are going to remain undefeated, ladies and gentlemen. The Wild Ducks, now they're going to go to 2-0. And the Raisin Wings are on a dropped win list, 0-2. There you go. The Wild Ducks are having a real good season. They're kicking it off pretty good. All right, that's it for our fourth game. Now we're going to a final late game, and that will be the Harm Clark Athletes. They're going to play at home, and the Waterloo Blue Sharks are visiting them. And this is a rematch of vengeance that the Harm Clark Athletes won. They got embarrassed when they went and visited those Blue Sharks by 27-3, where the Blue Sharks had a touchdown pass. No, they had 2 touchdown passes and a rushing touchdown. And the Athletes, they had 2 fumbles on offense. So they really struggled offensively. So here we go. So in this one, the Waterloo Blue Sharks, the visitors, man, look at their offense is an A and the defense is a D. So this team's going to be pretty good. Offensively, they're going to be explosive, but their defense is going to be their weakness. +1 and a 0 on defense here in pen and paper football. Their head coach is Noah Underwood. Run-heavy offenses. They run pretty much more than 50% of the time. Dime 4-1-6 defense. Their quarterback, DJ Orton. Halfback, Ray Alexander. Fullback, Cody Wallace. Receivers, Marvin Bradley, Jerry Jordan, and their tight end, Arthur King. Now, for the Harm Clark Athletes, their offense is average C. Their defense is bad, is a D. But look at their pen and paper football modifying ratings. They're +2 in offense, but their defense is 0. But it doesn't matter. If they can really use their modifier +2 here, they might have a chance to win this game, score some points. But they're going to really have to stop this Blue Sharks offense. This Blue Sharks offense put 27 against them in week 1. So here we go. And of course, they run the same thing. Run-heavy offense, dime 4-1-6 defense, and their head coach is William Yates. And quarterback Jason Whitaker, halfback Michael Harvey, fullback Larry Sawyer, receivers Joseph Carter, Al Franklin, and their tight end is Gerald Mason. So let's go ahead and get this game started, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the Blue Sharks, the visitors. They're going to call for heads. And they will get heads, so they will get the ball first. Here we go. What are they going to do? The Blue Sharks looking to stay undefeated 2-0. Let's see if they can do it. Their quarterback, DJ Orton, he threw for 2 touchdown passes in week 1 against that Harm Clark Athletes defense. Here we go. What are they going to do here? They're a +1. Here we go. They let it go, and that will be a 20. No, wait a minute. And it was a +1, 21, but the maximum is 20. Oh, my God. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. And the Blue Sharks are going to put up 21 points in that first quarter. I'm telling you, oh, my God. I already know DJ Orton threw some touchdowns right here. Passes. Run for 12. Run for 46. And a pass for a yard. So I'm telling you right now, oh my God. So it was 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 TD pass. So I'm telling you, let me see who got those 2 rushing touchdowns. 10. 10. Who was that 10 for? 10. Oh my God. Cody Wallace, the fullback, got one of those rushing touchdowns. 1 through 12. How much is it? 6. So that was Ray Alexander with the second rushing touchdown. Well, the one he ran. Cody Wallace, the fullback, got the first one. Now, for the passing touchdown, it was a 12. A 12. And that was caught by, oh my God, Ray Alexander catches the touchdown. So Ray Alexander, he's having some highlights right now as the Waterloo Blue Sharks are up big. 21-0 on the Harm Clark Athletes for the moment. Here comes the Athletes. What are they going to do? Come on, man. Once again, the Blue Sharks have put up over 20 points on this Harm Clark Athletes defense. And they're terrible. They're a D. Here we go. Here comes the Harm Clark Athletes. What are they going to do? They got to bounce back. This will be a 9 +2. Ooh, they just got it, I think, right? +2. They're modifying offense. 11. Oh, they just got the field goal. So it's 21-3. Wow. Unbelievable. That's good. Lucky that they have that +2 in their offense. Field goal was for 42 yards, so they kicked it from the 25. Now we go to the second quarter. Here comes the Waterloo Blue Sharks. What are they going to do? They want to keep adding more to that 21-3 lead against the Harm Clark Athletes. There comes DJ Orton. He wants to throw more touchdown passes. He wants to be the MVP of this league right here. Here we go. They let it go. Oh my God, a 13 plus 1 more. It's a 14. Another touchdown. Oh my God, now they're up big on the Harm Clark Athletes. 28-3. And that was a pass for 39 yards, ladies and gentlemen. That's 2 touchdown passes already for DJ Orton. Oh my God. And I'm telling you right now that DJ Orton might become the MVP quarterback of this league and probably the best offensive player of the year. Here we go. He's already thrown so many touchdown passes. Here comes the Harm Clark Athletes. They need to do something about it. They're down big by 25. Here we go. That's a 16. No modifier on defense by the Blue Sharks. So it's a 16. That's going to be only a touchdown, but they cut the lead to 18. It's now 28-10 Blue Sharks over the Harm Clark Athletes. Oh my God. What was that touchdown for? Pass for 3 yards. So Jason Whitaker said, let me get things started here, man. We got to start. I'm gonna let my arm start doing some work here because it's gonna be too late. All right, so now it is 28-10 at halftime. So the ball will be received at the second half kickoff by the Harm Clark Athletes. Here we go. What are the Harm Clark Athletes gonna do? They need to start scoring. Jason Whitaker, he had a few words in the locker room with his teammates in that defense too. William Yates, the head coach, he's trying to motivate them. Here we go. What are they going to do here in the third quarter? That's an 18, ladies and gentlemen. 18, that's 14 points by the Harm Clark Athletes in the third quarter. Let's see those 2 touchdown passes. Oh my God, let me go ahead and shuffle this cards here. I forgot. I'm sorry about that. Oh my God, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. The Harm Clark athletes, they're showing signs of coming back in this one. They want to come back so bad. They are tired of being humiliated by this Blue Sharks team. They're like, wait a minute, wait a second. You did what you did over there because you were at your own home, but here you at our house, and you're not gonna do and run over us like nothing, like easy cakewalk. Here we go. That was a pass. Wait a minute, for 39, and a pass for 3 yards. Look at this. That's 3 touchdown passes already by the quarterback, Jason Whitaker. And Jason Whitaker, he's telling his fans and everybody, even to his, his opponent, his rivals, the defense, telling me, look, if y'all quarterback, he threw for 2 touchdown passes today, well, I'm going to throw 3 on y'all. And that's what he's done right now so far, 3 touchdown passes. We still have 1 more quarter left to play. So right now, they have cut the lead to 4 now. It is 28-24 Blue Sharks on the Harm Clark athletes. Here we go. The Waterloo Blue Sharks, they can't trust this lead. They got to add more. Here we go. The Blue Sharks. Oh, no. Plus 1-3. That's no points. All right, so that was an offense. I'm pretty sure they missed a field goal. Let's see. Yep, field goal missed from 25 yards. Are you kidding me? So they missed it from the 8-yard line. Unbelievable. So they kind of got nervous. Here we go. The Harm Clark athletes. They're just down by 4, so they need a miracle here in this row right here. So Jason Whitaker, he's right there on the football field, and he's like, come on. We have to. This is our final hope, guys. Our defense already stepped up. They've been playing real good football ever since in the second half. So let's go ahead and do our part, our job. Let's try to come back in this game and hope that whenever they get on their last 4-quarter possession, they don't score more. Here we go. Here comes Jason Whitaker. What are the athletes? Can they have a miracle shot here? They let it go, and that will be a 16. Oh my God. Plus 2, 18. That's 14 more points. That's 28-35. Oh my God. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. 38 points by the Harm Clark athletes. And that was 14 points, 2 touchdowns. Let's see. A run for 18. And a kickoff return for a touchdown. So that was the return man, Ralph Moses. And run for 18 yards. Oh my God, look at this. So I'm just going to put here touchdown passes. It was 3. Then a TD run. Then a kickoff return for a touchdown. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, 38 points. They put back-to-back 14 points. 14 in the third and 14 in the final quarter. That's what they needed. Despite that, DJ Orton did not throw it here in this last 4 quarter, but man, unbelievable. Let's see. Let me just see who got the rushing touchdown. And that was Michael Harvey. With the rushing touchdown. So man, he saved the day for them. It's 38-28, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the Waterloo Blue Sharks. This is going to be their last hope, their last shot right here. They were up at a point, 28-10 at halftime. And now out of nowhere, the Harm Clark athletes have put up 28 in the second half for them to take the lead now by 10, 38-28. Here comes, ladies and gentlemen. You're about to be a witness right here. Let's see how good, how great is this Waterloo Blue Shark team is. Head coach Noah Underwood has already, talked to them, and he's pumping them up. He's giving them a lot of motivation words and telling them, come on, guys, we're down by 10. This team is really not, joking around. We need to stop messing around. We got to get out there and win. Come on. We cannot tie because then we're not going to get the win. Here we go. Here comes the Waterloo Blue Sharks. Oh my God. No. I'm sorry. I have to roll again because... Sorry about that, guys. I have to roll again because I rolled both of the 2 D20s. All right, so I'm sorry. That's not. You might call it interference or something. And no, I'm not cheating. All right. Sorry. All right. So let's do it again. Let's do a reroll. All right. It'll be the final one. I'm not gonna do it no more. Okay. Sorry about that. Here we go. Here comes the Waterloo Blue Sharks. What are they gonna do? This is their final hope. Their final hope. Here we go. He let it go. Here comes DJ Jordan. A 13. Wait a minute. And plus one more. That's a 14. Oh my God. They're going to come up short. Yep. They put up 35. So they lose this one, ladies and gentlemen, by 3. 38-35. How was that touchdown? It was a run for 24 yards. So here I'm going to put here TD run. It was 2 rushing touchdowns and 2 passing touchdowns for the Blue Sharks. And oh my God, and the Blue Sharks now are going to fall now to 1-1. And the Harm Clark Athletes are going to go to 1-1. Oh my God, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. What a game that we just seen right here. That final one right there. The Harm Clark Athletes in the second half, they blew up. They got loose, and they said, enough is enough. We're going to go out there and start and get to work and start putting up some touchdowns, and that's what they did. 28 points, 14 in the third, 14 in the fourth quarter. And that's how they're going to win this one by a close one, 38-35. And there you go. That's it for week 2. And, yep, this was Pen and Paper Football League, of course. Well, my league is called Texas Football League Season 1. And you know, and I really this is by being inspired by Jason Graham, because I love watching his pen and paper football videos, and that's why he motivated me and inspired me to do games like this too. So there you go. That was it for week 2. You just seen the scores and everything. All right. So if you enjoyed the video, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and comment if you don't mind. I'll really will highly appreciate it. I want to give a quick shout out to my friends Don and Cards and Dice, you know, over there. You know, just always making some great videos. My friend Don, and also my friend Jackson, my friend Alan, and my friend Jason Graham. You know, and Brian from Clark Anderson Games, and everybody out there. Dave Gardner, you know, I love watching his videos too, and so on. And to all my subscribers, to everybody that's been tuning in and sharing and showing love to my channel, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are my motivation. Y'all would inspire me to continue to do videos like this. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna have to let y'all go, because this video has been over an hour. So I hope y'all enjoy the video. Go ahead and have a wonderful and enjoy the rest of your day. Have a blessed day, and y'all stay safe, all right? Catch you on the next video. Peace.